Howdy, step in the big manager's office. Picking up from the last episode, we're going to sim our first season game on the transfer deadline day. And I think we're pretty much done for this transfer window. There's not much else we can do since we can't send out most of our players. We've picked up a couple cheap options, spent most of our money on a amateur scout, sent him out on a scouting trip, and we've picked up a couple youth players already that we'll see what they turn into. So the main focus during the season is just going to be grinding out our prospect reports. Each time we get to the 10th of the month, which is when we send them out, we're going to have to save, and we're just going to repeat reports here. The plan for the whole career is going to be to only play maybe cup games and the exhibition games just to check out our guys. But most of the season games, I think we're just going to sim through. If we need to sim some games over and over, we will, just because we're not getting fired. You bet if I'm going to cheat at getting my prospects, I'm going to cheat at not getting fired too. So we got our beginning of the month updates here. We got a couple guys growing. Of course, our ancient goalkeeper's already losing stats. DePrela growing nice. Baldy. Dybala already +2. When a player's growing this fast, it's worth thinking about loaning them out to resetting their growth because players are never really going to grow more than +4 in a year, from what I've noticed. There's rare cases you'll get a +5, but it's usually when they're starting from a really low overall. But if you reset their growth with a loan, they can all of a sudden grow another +3. Have to grow like +1 per month to get that off. 4-1. Lighten things up these days. Off to a good start. Board's happy. I haven't even had to do anything. 7 days, no problem. So we're at the 10th here. Nothing we like. We're re-rolling. All right, Andrea Gastadello. No one else looks worth anything. So he meets my minimum of 77 potential, so he's probably going to fall in that high 80s to 90s range for sure. He's not a player that I'm typically that interested in type wise, though. It seems like he's a small winger with high pace. The problem with those guys is they have low stamina. They're never going to be able to play full 90s. But I haven't given up on finding the unicorn of those type of players because they're probably out there. There's probably a player out there who will grow his physicals. That's where. Wow, Deprella, Baldy getting all the attention already. Long shot wizard. Okay, our first loss of the season. It's gonna sting. Sitting at, well, that's a second loss. I'm not paying attention. Sitting at 7th after 5 games. Gonna have to get that up. Got complacent. Draw's not gonna help. Bolzoni getting praise too. All right, we got the first of the month here. That was a quick month. Check out who's growing. Oh, we got lots of exclamation points. That's what you like to see. Milanovic growing. Oh, he got +1. Bolzoni's already +2. DePrela's growing like crazy. Dybala's still just +2. Ferret looks like he could be promising, at least to flip into something valuable. A lot of these guys are just going to be for money to get us to a full youth team. Stefano Longo, we're going to go with this guy. He's hitting the requirements. We'll throw the dart. Dybala scoring. It's a good sign. Board's still happy. We're back up in third. All right. Oh, look, more drama. This is why we go with the Italian players only. They can't use that as an excuse to go play in Germany when he's from Uruguay or something. Oh, that's another painful loss there. Having trouble getting our way up the standings here. All right, beginning of the month again. Okay, Severi's up +2 already. The Prela's +2. Dybala's still +2. Looks like he's getting a lot of growth everywhere, though. There's 2 goals. Really well-rounded other than his defensive stats. Well, I'm glad this guy's growing because we might have to sell him here. In fact, we're probably going to sell him if we can because that's a decent bit of cash we could roll in the other areas of the team. We still got to buy Berardi. Just like that, we're at the top of the table. I am editing and rearranging the rosters for all these matchups off camera just to save time. But I am rotating the squad and keeping everybody happy. All these prima donnas come sit in my office complaining about their playing time. Even worse, they send their agents. So we do what we can to avoid that. Loans are our best friend. All right, Luca Di Michele. This guy looks pretty decent. Stamina's up there in his top 4 stats. I'd like to see that. There's some 40 to 80s below that. So, it's probably at least around 60. Get a May update in him. Could be a force. All right, so we got a cup game coming up. Bologna. All right, dude. Do you know where you're going? Oh, knocking me down. Oh, what is this? What are these guys on? Wow, nice clear, bro. Well, this should be easy, right? Just like that. Oh, what the? This game's a joke already. What a rip. If you don't succeed, try again. All right, there it is. Dybala piercing through him like a dagger. And meanwhile, they're just dribbling the ball out on their own. That was a fail. Oh, come on. What is this? Just chaos. These guys are just pure chaos. That wasn't a pass back to goal or anything. Oh, okay, they finally did something there. Oh, that was a bad play. All right, I'll take the corner. Oh, he's blowing by him. He's blowing. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Stefanovic, leaving him in the dust. And the cross to Dybala. Easy. He's playing in the net. Oh, he just gets steamrolled. You gotta call that one. That's what I thought. And he's mad. He's mad. He's just raging. And he blows it right by his head. 3-0. Go ahead and score. Man, it's a shame that wasn't one of the goals right there. That was nice. Dybala, the man of the match again. No surprise, the 2 goals. Give him some plus ones, plus ones. All right, 3-1. We're eating fish that tonight. Closing in on December here. First half of this year is going fast. The transfer windows is where most of the action happens. Although the spring gets pretty busy, especially once we get in the Euro League. Scoring now. All right, that puts us right up at the top of the table again. First of the month, though. Let's look at our pluses. Numbers go up, feel good. Stefanovic. Yeah, and you'll notice reactions, vision, and penalties never get a plus, but they do go up. So don't get discouraged not seeing pluses there. In fact, keep note, reactions for Dybala 68. We'll come back to that in a future episode. All right, we got Hernandez is at 6 goals. He's towards the top of the league in scoring. So with him demanding a sale, he might get some money for us actually. All right, now we're winning. Sitting at the top of the table. Vasquez, maybe we can sell him. Now we're really winning. We're going to be getting international job offers now, and I just don't want to bother to waste the time in this save. We're just focusing on the youth academy. We got plenty to deal with. This guy, probably not good enough. Nothing interesting enough. Rolling again. Nope. 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 You really get the dopamine rush of all the dice rolls in this condensed format. You don't have to struggle through the pain. I'm actually looking at this guy because there's at right back and left back, you'll sometimes get mislabeled wingers that have their stats go crazy because they're not labeled as the correct position or something. So this guy, maybe he's one of them. We're going to take a risk. They're always a lower overall than they should be. We're going to check him out, though. So he's a 43 right now. He's going to get a lot of a jump when we do the May update. It's pretty good physicals, though. Nothing special, just special attributes, though. We'll see how it goes, though. It's early. We can take some risks. Just a couple matches left, and we'll be getting to the winter transfer window where we can really start to make some moves. Lafferty's disappointed. Step in line. Now Vasquez saving us from a first loss in a while. Get some goals for Hernandez before. Yeah, there it is. Score so we can sell you. Here we go. It's official. He wants to leave. Adios, buddy. Oh, we got a youth player on the board wants me to sell him. All right. Glad we're all in agreement. We will deal with this next time.